Hi all my friends. So today I was going to make, I guess you'd call it decoupage. I'm going to use some tissue paper that I have left over, scrap tissue paper from other projects. I have a canvas that I got at Dollar Tree for $1. I have some glue, and then a bowl and a brush that I'm going to put half glue and half water in to make what I'm hoping is going to be a sunset. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm just going to water it down with some water. Okay. It works really good for decoupage. If you're doing like second and third coats because you want something shiny, you can use just plain glue or water it less and less. But when you're first dealing with like delicate paper and things like that, it's easier to have it a little more liquidy. So I just try to get the same amount of water as I have glue. Sorry, we're gonna sop that up with my sweatshirt there. Now make sure when you're working on any surface that it's a surface that you can clean. Okay, if you can't clean it easily, then go ahead and get some newsprint or something else to put underneath whatever you're doing. So we're just gonna mix that up nice till it's nice and mixed up. Okay, there we go. I said we were gonna do a sunset. So one of the very first things we're gonna have to put on layers of a few different times is a half of a yellow circle, right? Like the sun is setting. So I'm gonna come here, and first I'm gonna make my scissors aren't the best, a great big half of a circle, like that. And then I'm gonna take some of those papers out. Oops, let's make it nice and round, if we can. And I'm gonna, see I did several, oh there's only two, I thought there'd be more than that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave those two there, and then I'm gonna come get another piece over here somewhere. Here we go. And I'm going to do a slightly smaller circle because sunsets, you know, it's really bright. The sun is really bright in one place, but it slowly kind of gets less bright. So that's how you do it with this. And I'm going to start with the smaller one. Let me get that cut down just a little bit, right in the center. And then we can put our ocean and whatever else. Okay, there's a little piece. Doesn't hurt to put it right there in the center. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our brush. We're gonna brush right where we're gonna be working with lots of glue. And we're gonna set it down and glue it on. Okay, just like that. And then we can come set the other one right on top. It can go a little, you know, it doesn't have to be perfectly on top. It just has to be. You have to get it all brushed down. Make sure all of that paper has glue on it. I ripped some of the paper so they kind of look like waves, and you can barely see it through it. When it dries, it looks a little more like waves, and as we slowly go, you'll see how it starts showing up on different places. So now we're doing a sunset. So in sunsets, we have a little bit of blue in the sky, but mostly we have a lot of orange and purple and pink. So I'm going to see if I can get that mixed in with the sun there. And see if we can get this to look like sunset over the ocean. So now we're going to let it dry and see how it looks. We may add a little more to it. We might take a little bit of white paint in a few places. I do think that this time the purple was too dark of a purple that I used. I should have used lavender. But again, this was about using scraps that I already had at home. And I kind of like it. It gave me something to do, and it was enjoyable.